Welcome back, everybody, to Planet Coaster Career Playthrough. This series has not been as popular as I thought it was going to be, and therefore this will most likely be the last episode of these unless you guys actually say you want to see more. If you do want to see more, let me know by your comments. I need at least, we'll say, if 5 people say they would like to see me continue with the other scenarios, then I will make more. But we need at least 5. I think 5 is reasonable considering I only have like 72 subscribers. So, hey, if you guys want to see more of this, let me know. Upvote, comment, that's how this thing works. So, this is episode 3 of this, the third part, and we are going for the gold medal in the Great Tree scenario of Princess Amelia, however you pronounce her name. So, the park, at this point, it's making a lot of money. We've already built the coaster, everything we need to do to get the silver star. To get the gold star, you have to get a park rating of 750 and a scenery rating of 150. Is that right? Yeah, 750 and 150. So with the park making money, I decided, you know what? I don't know what else to do with it. I need to put in more scenery, obviously, but I just wasn't sure what to do. So I did start putting some money into like research and development and seeing what kind of new rides and stuff we can get. And one of the ones I think you actually start with this actually is the log flume ride. And I didn't really take advantage of this. This is the first time I've actually worked around with this as well. And I did have a whole lot of trouble with it, like trying to get the track to line up. For one, that was a huge problem I had. And you guys are going to see this as I'm trying to get through this and just trying to get the lift hills and the stations and the drops and everything to match. It was just such a pain in the ass. It really was. Hopefully this is something that's fixed in the future, but who knows. I haven't actually played Planet Coaster in a while. I love this game. Don't get me wrong. I really, really do it. I love it. But I have not been able to play it because I just have not had the time. I've been playing Dark Souls with some friends. I've been working a lot. I've been trying to get videos and stuff out. I've been sick. So many things. And hopefully that's going to change in the future. I actually meant to try to play some tonight, but instead I thought, you know what, I need to work on some videos. And that's what we're doing. So, yeah. So we're going to kind of expand upon the area that we had over here. Had this plan to build over here. We built the flare ride, which is this giant swings. And it needed something else to kind of get people over into this little area across the river, or across the pond, I should say, in this general vicinity. And I thought, well, let's put this log flume over here. That would kind of look nice. And we'll start it over here and have it kind of go back in the woods. And it kind of reminded me a little bit of Keaton's Kilboat Canal Ride, I think is how that was actually called at Kings Island. Now, you'll notice a lot of the things that I build a lot of it around Kings Island, because Kings Island is one of my favorite parks. Dollywood is also one of my favorite parks, so you will notice a lot of stuff I build is actually kind of Western themed, kind of frontier type stuff. Don't really know exactly what you call it, but we'll call it Western themed, and that's what Dollywood is. Now, Kings Island is one of the biggest parks I've been to, and it is an excellent park. It really is. If you ever been there, you know what I'm talking about. Is it bigger than Cedar Point? Probably not. Cedar Point is the coaster capital of the world, but I've never actually been to Cedar Point. Hopefully one of these days I'll get to go. But for now, that's my experience. As much of a theme park nerd that I am, as much as I love roller coasters and theme parks and rides and stuff, and I'm a huge nerd about it. I like research this stuff. It's like something daily. I'm looking at news websites, seeing what's going on in the world of theme parks, what new rides are coming, how's the construction progress going on this ride that I know about, etc., etc., etc. Always interested in, IAAPA, which is the amusement park convention that they do every year. This stuff it fascinates me, and this is like my perfect game right here. Well, I wouldn't say perfect. It needs some work. Yeah, but it's about as good as we're going to get for now. What else am I going to do? Play Roller Coaster Tycoon World? Yeah. Alright, so getting back to what we're doing here. So, yeah, I just kind of decided to expand upon this area here. We'd build this log flume, and like I was saying, it's kind of modeled a little bit on Keaton's Keelboat Canal. And that was kind of what I was just generally trying to do here. And I think it worked out pretty good. And this also gives us more area over here to kind of work with and put some more buildings in there. So I thought, well, let's build another street down through here. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. So we added some more features in there. I decided I'd put some bathrooms over here. I decided I'd put some, like, you know, maybe some snack shops or something like that. And, you know, kind of 2 of them right there. Because, you know, obviously people, they love to eat and they was asking for it. So that's what I kind of went to do. The aeronauts, I think we added that in the last video, and also, you know, the coaster we did, which you guys haven't seen. You're not seeing the coaster in this video, not yet anyway. You may see it, but I don't really know. So, and again, this is just me kind of rambling on because I'm just passing time as I talk about the park. And one of the things I'm doing here, you'll notice I'm using a lot of like already pre-done stuff. I went into the scenery shop. A lot of this comes from Delady Designer and a few other great, fantastic, I'm going to call them Planet Coaster artists out there that put all this stuff together and they give it to us to use. All of this is prefab. I didn't really do anything myself in these career parks, but you can tell how bringing all of these different people's designs and stuff together can kind of mold it into your own and make everything your own, which is one of the things I really wanted to do in this park. I really wanted to kind of add it, you know, I've talked about this in the past 2 videos. I know you guys are probably tired of me hearing me say it, but it's this is a playthrough of the career, but not just, oh, let's plop down some rides and just do what we got to do to actually, you know, pass the scenario. Let's make it pretty. Let's make it beautiful. Let's make it nice. Let's make it work. Realistic? Probably not. There's a giant freaking tree in the middle of this, but let's at least make it look nice as we're playing the game and have some fun with it. You know, instead of just like zipping through the careers like most people do, I really just kind of wanted to get into this and really have some fun with it. So I decided I'd place these really cool gazebos over there by the Teacups ride, and then we'd put statues in them and hope that would add some more to our scenery rating. And it does. Every little thing helps. I also decided I would, like, around this tower and stuff over here, we would do kind of like a gypsy type area, kind of a carnival. I think we put a juggler in there as well, actually, too. We'd put some more fountains down. It's the big buildings, though, that really add the nuance to it. That's the biggest buildings, the prefab buildings and stuff, are the ones that really added the most to the scenery rating, because they include so many different little parts and pieces that each of those kind of counted towards that. And that was kind of what I was doing with this. So now with our little street built over here, I decided let's do kind of a hedgerow, because you're going to see this from one side, and I thought let's give everybody a nice kind of view down through here. So I decided to put these hedges down through here all the way to the walk, and then we'd fill in some gaps with some rocks. And one thing I was going to do, I never actually got around to doing it, but I was also going to try to put maybe some more bushes and stuff down on the side of the shore, maybe a few more rocks, and ended up not really needing it. So all my research is kind of finishing up there, and we're getting more and more scenery. You run out of stuff to actually get things for, and so I was just trying to cover up a lot of like little things here and there that just kind of needed some work. Like around these towers and stuff, instead of these gaps, you know, just basically that's what we're doing. We're filling in gaps with using scenery to try to get that scenery rating up. Our park rating's already there. It's already at 750. We just had to get that scenery rating up. And it took a lot of pieces. It took a lot of work. But I thought it turned out beautiful. I really do. This was kind of cool. They have this little jousting set, so I kind of like put this down into the ground a little bit, and I kind of thought that worked really well there. Then I thought, well, let's see what else can we do here. Let's put an info booth in. I think that's what I put there. I don't know. I never did actually build an actual station for any of this stuff. Like I never built a station for the log flume. I never did build a station for the coaster itself or anything like that. And by the way, guys, again, I mentioned this in the first video, I think, but if you are interested in grabbing that coaster, it is on the Steam Workshop. I'll put the download link in it again. I don't think I can put up like actual parks in there, like the career mode parks. I don't think I can save those and actually put those in there, so you won't be able to actually download the park, I don't think. I decided to add more to these towers over here, put a few more little like shops and stuff into it, and kind of make it like this little castle instead of just some towers here and there. And this was the final thing that we put in. We finally ended up getting this ride as one of my final research pieces, and I love this ride. It's a cool ride. It's a little bit big, and in order to match it in there, I thought, okay, let's put like a castle entrance over here. So we decided to build 2 little towers. I built this. Well, I didn't build it. I got this thing there, and right there it was. That was the winning thing right there. As soon as I placed both of those pieces, boom, that was it. And you see, I didn't actually finish. Didn't just stop there. I wanted to finish what I started. So again, guys, this is that's the end of this series. It did not do as well as I thought it was going to do. I didn't get a whole lot of viewers and stuff in it. If you guys want to see me continue with the other scenarios, let me know. For now, though, I'm just going to do Planet Coaster, just coasters that I build, and my own parks and stuff. No more of the career mode stuff for you guys, unless that is what you want to see. So let me know in the comments. For now, this is Shadow. I'm signing off. Make sure you click that follow button on here. Make sure you subscribe to me on YouTube, Twitch, my Twitter. Anything goes. So I will see you guys later. Thanks a lot for tuning in.